this one I'll tell it's about me. I was a small boy going to school. I must have been 11, 10 or so, thereabout, or even younger. The rule at home was that there will be no throwing of stones around the house. That catapult, you have that here. No use of the catapult anywhere close to the house. You want to use your catapult, go to the bush. And so one day I had mine, which my brother had made for me. I really valued that thing, but I was very bad, man, at this thing. I couldn't hit the objects, whatever. It doesn't matter how much I tried to aim. You know, I would even close one eye, like my elder brother, who was so good. I'd see him closing one eye and pulling and hitting the target. But with me, but I liked using my catapult, you see, like all other boys. And so this morning, I get up, I'm about to go to school. My weapon is here in my back pocket. And as I come out, there was a big lemon tree in front of our yard, of our house there. And I see a dove very neatly perched on top of the lemon tree. And I said to myself, now I'm very close to this thing. Eh? So I went around the tree and looked for the perfect view where it doesn't matter what, I would never miss. This was my day. Do you understand, church? This was my day. And I knew Mother was going to be proud of me when I handed the dove over to her. She would have said, that's my man, thank you. So I could even hear her saying, that's my man. So I looked for a stone and found one. And, there I went, aiming and aiming, like my brother would do. You kind of pull a little and pull a little and pull a little, then pull. And then I did pull, and then I let go. I was expecting that, I saw the stone leaving. When the stone was leaving my weapon, I left with force. I said, this will do the trick. But I don't know what went into the head of that stone. I was aiming at the dove, but there the stone went. I saw it taking a bit of a curve, and it was not curving towards the right direction. I wished to. But before I knew, there were things that were responding in the direction of the house. When I turned my eyes to see, there was a broken window in front of me and some other things in the house, because I had given all the force, I had mastered given all the force that I could master. And so my brother and sister came out running. What's happening? Who did this? But they are seeing the catapult in my hand and they are asking. Then my brother said, hey, today you will see Mama. And my sister said, today it's your turn. And then they really rubbed it in. When I wanted to clean up, my big brother said, you dare touch that out. I'm on your case. I pleaded, please, let's clean it up. They said, I'm the youngest, I'm the last born in the family. So they said, no, leave it like that. Because Mama had left in the morning, gone somewhere. And I knew she would be coming back late. Normally, she would come back around 4 or 5 o'clock then. And I went to school. I don't know what the teacher taught that day. My mind was on that mess there. My mind was on the broken window. Normally, when Mama came from wherever she had gone out, with the first one running ahead of them. I'm the baby, I'm the youngest, you see. Then if Mama had some whatever, she was like, here, let's give the baby first, and then, But on this day, when Mama came, I was number last day. They were running, I saw them running. They go to Mama, and they said, Mama, You know what he has done? That's the greeting. Mama said, done what now? I said, no, you will see. You will see for yourself. I wished I could stop my mother where she was. But it's her house. She has to come to her house. And as she got there, my name at home, you know, we have a school name and a name that is used at home. So my name at home is P. P as in P. So this mama asked, who did this? Huh? Who else? It's P. Then mama said, but what have we told you about? Oh, first of all, she asked, how did you do this? And then I'm not the one who is given the privilege to tell my mother what happened. They tell my mother that, it's that catapult which you have been telling us not to use. He used it. Again, my mother said, hey, is that what you did? How many times have you been told not to use this catapult here? Today you will see your father. Mama, why don't you beat me up now? Beat me up. Mama says, we are not beating you up. We have told you many times not to use this thing. Today you will see your father. So there I sat, I waited for him. He had been Adventist, then he backslid. He was now into wise waters. And so he comes now. He has taken too many of these things, and he's walking, and he's singing. The thing about him was when he had taken a lot of this stuff, he would sing hymn book songs. Yes. Yeah. So he's singing those songs of Zion, and I can hear him at a distance singing with a beautiful, best voice. He's singing, and I say, hey, my time has come. And so as he walks in, no one has cleaned. I'm not allowed to clean. Mama has said, this will teach you a lesson, and also pointing to my brother, today you will also learn a lesson never to use these things around the house. So Daddy comes in, and as he opens the door, there are glasses all over. He says, hey, what happened? My mother, today I'm not her son. She says, is this one your son? Then says, hey, what did you do? And then I said, no, I was trying to, there was a dove on the, and they says, oh, so you used that catapult. How many times have we told you? Today come, I'll show you something. So he grabs me, and he takes me to their room. And he pulls out his leather belt. I'd seen that thing in action before. I had seen how he used it. And so he grabs me. And before he has wound it around his hand. And he's telling me how much pain I was going to beat. He was going to beat me so much so that I would dig a hole on the concrete floor and spit in there and cover it and say, I will never do it again. So many as he was saying these things, and I could even feel I had braced up myself for the worst. And now when I had closed my eyes, waiting for the first blow, the door opened. And I didn't even open my eyes. I said, oh, so it's Mama. She's coming to witness how much I'm going to be beaten. And then I heard a voice, man. I heard a voice that made me open my eyes. It was my grandmother. My father's mother. She came straight for me and grabbed me out of my father's hand and said, what are you trying to do? You were worse than him, man. Leave the child alone. And so she leads me out of that room of slaughter. She leads me out of that room, and I go to where she had been, where she was sitting, and as I sit next to her there, she has brought beautiful things from the village, ground nuts and those things, wild fruits and so forth, and says, no one will beat you, my son, no one. Eat, take this and eat. There I sat, and I was the envy of the house. My brother and sister were now looking at me with envious eyes. And my father comes out and he looks at me. I am seated next to his mother. What will he do to me?